Hiya Keith, lovely to start working with you on the game up at the range on Tuesday. Just a quick recap on the key points that we discussed. Remember what we're trying to work on here within stack and tilt. We're trying to work on a centered swing, so a swing around a fixed axis with a constant inclination to the ground. So we take a little look here at Mike Bennett on the top right. The axis of the shoulder turn, or the center of the shoulder turn, stays consistent, and the inclination to the ground stays consistent. So you can see there's no severe movement from side to side, and there's no movement up and down. And when you do that, your ability to strike the ground in the same spot precisely improves dramatically. And we discussed the ins and outs of why that's important and how you achieve that. But ultimately, that's what we're trying to achieve. We want a swing that's in an inline condition, so an inline swing around a fixed axis with a stable inclination to the ground. So if we take a little look at you at the start of your session, left shoulder works across quite quickly, and as a result the axis of the shoulder turn is moved off and up. So we move away from the target and we move up during the backswing. When viewed from down the line, a little bit too crouched at setup, we'd want to get rid of some of the flexion in the knees and the spine, so make yourself stand a little bit taller at setup. You can see there you come up very soon and climb to the top. So we're moving off the ball and we're altering our inclination to the ground. So what we talked a lot about was, first of all, the left shoulder and what the left shoulder should be doing during the backswing. The left shoulder should be tracing a downward path. You can see there, as the left shoulder works down, the axis of the shoulder turn is maintained. So from face on in the early part of the backswing, it's the left shoulder working down that's giving us a stable axis. Now if the left shoulder continues to work down, as we'll see here from this slightly skewed angle, left shoulder down, if the left shoulder worked down more, your inclination to the ground would be improved. So there's your angle of tilt or forward bend at the top of your backswing, and if I wanted to put you back in that box, I'd drop that left shoulder down. In dropping the left shoulder down, you would bend forward more. So the left shoulder needs to be continuously working down. What we've got here towards the end of your session, we've got a slightly narrower stance, which is good, and we've got a left shoulder that works down more than what we saw at the start of your session, which is why we're moving off the ball less. So here we've got the left shoulder working along that line, and here we've got it working more on that line. So the path of the left shoulder has changed, but it doesn't really work down long enough. Having said that, the position at the top of your backswing you arrived in, I'm just going to get rid of these swings here for a sec. Is dramatically improved. We've got the left shoulder working down for longer. We haven't lifted up and moved off the ball as much, and importantly now, because the left arm or the left shoulder is working down better, the degree of freedom in the left arm has been increased. The way that the hips work has changed, so we're starting to extend the whole of that right side. There's not as much flex being maintained in the right knee. The right hip has worked up, the left knee has flexed forward rather than flexing in. So a lot of good things going on there, and as a result you're able to keep the arms straighter during the golf swing. That was another thing we discussed, keeping the arms straight during the swing to preserve the radius of the swing. And if we pause you here in the downswing at some key positions, Much less flexing of the elbows on the right than we had on the left. Flexing the elbows, remember, shifts the swing plane to the left and improves your ability to pull the ball and cut the ball. And much less flexing forward in the finish, again limiting your ability to continue to extend down the line for longer during the through swing. So a lot of good things there. Between now and when we get together next in a few weeks' time, keep working the left shoulder down and keep the arms straight. Good luck with it, and look forward to charting your progress. Well done.